Scott Weeks from Iconic Leaf Cigar Company, coming to you from the TPA 2022 in Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, we're exhibiting our factory production runs, which are one of the few products that are made for retailers when they actually order the product. So it's actually made in the factory for that specific retailer, imported into the United States, and ships directly to that retailer from the customs freight docks. So it cuts all the U.S. overhead and gives one of the freshest products that you possibly can find anywhere in the world, right here with the Iconic Leaf Cigar Factory production run. So anytime you go into a retailer anywhere around the world and you see these honeycombs, you'll know those cigars are some of the freshest cigars that are manufactured anywhere. And then we're also exhibiting our flagship brands, which are the Recluse brands. And Recluse is a cigar that takes several different functionalities from many different manufacturing processes and puts it into one cigar. One of the things that we do that very few other people do in the world is the way we roll our cigars. There's two ways to roll cigars. One is that you take the filler leaf and you fold it, and that's called bunching. So most of the 95% of the worldwide manufacturers, they bunch their filler, and then they put the binder on and then put it in the press. What we do is the old Cuban tradition called entubado, or entubar, or entubado. All three of those words mean tubing in English. So what we do is we take each filler leaf by hand and we roll them separately. And then we pull the three separate leaves, three separate rolls together, or four depending on the blend. Pull those together and then put the binder leaf on it. And what that does is that guarantees you airflow in the cigar every single time. So every Recluse cigar that you will ever pick up will have an effortless draw every single time you smoke it because of that rolling method. Now the second thing that we do is what nobody else in the world does, and that is in our fermentation. Every tobacco leaf in the world has ammonia in it. You got to get that ammonia out. That's done in the fermentation process by sweating the moisture out of the leaf and then re-moisturizing the leaf and then sweating it out again, and then ammonia comes out with that. Now, most factories ferment anywhere from 1 month to 6 months. My factory is the only factory in the world that ferments every leaf in the cigar except for the wrapper for 2 years. So every leaf in that cigar except for the wrapper. And we can't do the wrapper because the fermentation, the more you ferment, the darker the leaf gets. So we don't want a Connecticut wrapper looking like a Maduro. So all the filler, all the binders fermented for 2 years. That's 8 90-day fermentation cycles. And why do we do that? We do that because we can use leaf that a lot of other manufacturers can't leaf. That has a lot of that can't use, and it has a lot of flavor in it. And with that fermentation, you get all the flavor with none of the baggage. So you get one of the smoothest cigars that you ever smoke in your life. So you got, and then you'll notice that most of the cigars that you see in the video are box pressed. And what a lot of people don't know is why cigars are box pressed. Well, it actually is a really good reason. It's not to keep your cigar from rolling around. What it is you need three things for combustion in a cigar. You need fuel, air, and heat. So if you take a round cigar and you box press it, what you're doing is you're compressing the airspace in the blend. That forces the cigar to burn slower and burn cooler. Now, if you do that in conjunction with the folded filler, which is the bunch filler, the draw never lives up to its full potential. But when you do it in conjunction with the entubado rolling method that we use, what you get is you get a symphony of everything working together. You get a cigar that burns slower, burns cooler, and has an effortless draw. And then with the 2 years of fermentation, has all the flavor with none of the baggage. So what you're getting, whenever you see the Recluse cigar product, you're getting truly one of the finest manufactured products that you possibly can get anywhere in the world. So if you see it in a retail shop, make sure to pick it up and give it a shot. And if you see those honeycomb cigars, I mean, you got to try that. It's an economically priced cigar. It's a cigar for everybody, any time of day, all day long. So again, thank you for stopping by the booth. We hope you enjoyed it. We hope you found it informative.